Today I'm going to be unboxing and swatching this new tin of 24 Derwent Drawing Pencils. I bought these as a little treat for myself this Christmas, and in fact I've had them since the beginning of December, so I'm amazed at my willpower. I haven't opened them, as you can see, they still have the plastic on, and I've been waiting for Christmas and then to make this video so that I could share them with you, so that when I swatched them for the first time I could give you my first impressions. So we'll talk a bit more about them as we go along, and I'll also do some layering with them at the end so that we can see how well the different colours layer over each other. Thought I'd try swatching a little differently this time to make it a little bit more creative and interesting. So you're going to see some different lines and patterns and various things. It was quite fun to swatch like this actually, and it gave me more of a feel for how the pencils will feel when I draw with them. I already own 4 of these colours because I bought some earlier on in the year from Jackson's Art. I was able to get them separately, and I thought at the time that I was just going to get a few colours and that would be it. And then I had lots of different people telling me that the tin of 24 was so good and that I should just get some. So that was when I thought that I would get them for myself as a Christmas present. So I already knew that I loved these pencils, and I am so glad that I bought this tin because this is a bit of a spoiler alert, but I really love these pencils. I would recommend them to anyone. Anyone who loves more of a muted palette, more of a natural palette. They're really interesting because they actually don't have any bright colours in the set. So normally you're used to seeing bright yellows or bright reds or whatever. It doesn't have anything like that. These are all really earthy, natural tones. They're all very muted, but I completely have fallen in love with these colours. They are so gorgeous, and as I continue swatching, you'll see how well they work together as a collection. I'd like to just comment on some of the names they've given them as well. So far, I really love on this page Solway blue, ink blue and smoke blue. They're kind of so evocative, and they're a little bit different to the usual names you would find on coloured pencils. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what Derwent themselves say about these pencils. So this is the information on the back of the tin. It says Derwent drawing pencils are highly lightfast and have a unique creamy texture which produces a soft velvety finish. Drawing pencils are a versatile drawing tool with an extra thick core and high pigmentation, creating a dense colour application. These wax-based pencils work beautifully with both dry and water-soluble mediums. Available in a range of 24 light-fast colours in natural, sepia and muted tones. Apparently Derwent developed this colour selection with nature and wildlife studies in mind, and I can see how it would really work so well for both of those. I'm very interested to find out how these layer over the top of watercolour or even gouache paints. I might be doing that in an upcoming video because I think it'd be interesting to find out, and this is kind of how I hope that I'm going to be able to use them. We're at the stage now where I'd swatched the first 12 and I was already really impressed with them. I just think the blues and greens are just so beautiful. I love this very muted, soft look to these, but also with the darker ones you get this intensity, like for example with the ink blue. It's really pigmented and it has such a punch to it, and it's such a nice contrast to the softer shades. We're getting into some beautiful autumnal shades now, and I can definitely see me using these in my landscapes, especially the recent landscapes I've been working on. Derwent actually made an effort to include, I believe, more sepia tones in this collection than they would normally do, and as I continue swatching you'll see just how many variations there are and how lovely they look together. We're coming to one of my favourites now, Mars Violet. I love this colour. I actually have tried this colour before because this is one of the individual pencils I bought earlier in the year. By the way, are you finding this very relaxing? I love watching swatching videos. It's one of my favourite things because it just totally relaxes me, especially with this music. By the way, this particular pencil was called Chocolate, and I don't know why, but it felt so good to use this one. It felt really smooth, and I loved the texture I could get with it. You can see this in the swatch. thought I'd swatch the last one anyway. It was Chinese white, even though it doesn't show up on the paper very well, but I will be using it in the layering part of the video, so you can see how well it layers over one of the sepia tones. I wanted to see how well the darker colours would layer over the lighter colours, so I chose smoke blue underneath and then drew lines over the top with chocolate. The ivory black layered over various greens so well. I would say that these pencils are the best at layering that I've found. The Caran d'Ache Luminance and the Faber-Castell Polychromos are two of my favourite pencils for so many reasons, and they do layer fairly well, but they don't layer as well as these. Working on these experiments made me want to fill a whole page in my sketchbook full of patterns, and I may well be doing that actually for the next sketchbook time video. I think it would be fun to fill a double page in my sketchbook using just these pencils and seeing how many beautiful patterns we can come up with. This is where I'm layering the Chinese white pencil over the top. I was quite impressed, but not super impressed. I've yet to find a white pencil that layers in the opaque way that I would like it to. I think this one does a better job than any of the other white pencils I've tried, but it still, I feel, could be a bit more opaque. Look at how beautiful these colours are though, they're just stunning. Would I recommend this selection of pencils to other artists? 100% and without hesitation. I think the quality is excellent. I love the fact that they're made in Britain. I love the fact that they're highly lightfast. The texture is great. They feel amazing when you're working with them. I would say shop around because they vary in price quite a bit. I saw them between about £35 through to £49, and I got quite a good deal on mine. I got them for, I think it was £37.60, so I was quite happy with that, especially for the quality. But yeah, I would totally recommend this set of pencils. Well, I hope you all found that somewhat useful and that you enjoyed watching me swatch these beautiful colours. I will be back soon with another video. Until then, take care of yourselves and I'll see you again soon.